See, man is designed naturally to respond to people based on the height they are talking from. As you are seated here now, if they tell you somebody outside is talking to you, you say, wait, I'm in service. When I finish. If they now tell you the governor of Lagos say he wants to see you, it will take honor for God for you to keep calm. The service will become long. Every 5 minutes will be 50 minutes. You'll be, when are they closing now? What is happening? Because your whole attention is there. Then they now tell you, the president wants to see you. You will whisper to the usher and say, I will watch the recording later. Unless you are a servant of Jesus Christ. If you are not a servant of Jesus, they say the president wants to see. The first thing you ask is, how? He doesn't know me. They say, no. This your friend spoke to this person and they say you do this. And they say you are the one he wants. Are you sure? I will watch the recording later. You will carry your bag and bend down and walk through the back. You are gone. See, you know what will be happening to you? As you are going to the president, you're already calculating that land. I will buy it next week. Nobody spoke about land. But that is your design. Because of the one talking, you know there are many possibilities that accompany his presence. So even the things he has not promised you, you're already planning on it. You say, that man that was talking about that visa, tell him I will see him next week. The visa must be done. Everything will come alive because the president wants to see you. But look at where we are that we don't know. Our God is called Alpha Omega, the beginning and the end. He is the omnipotent, omniscient, omnipresent. Do you know what that means? Omnipotent means he has all power to do all things. Nothing is impossible with him. Omnipresent means he is everywhere at every time, in every time. There's a difference between at every time and in every time. At every time means within your present context, he is everywhere. But in every time means no time eludes him. That means God is still in yesterday and God is already in tomorrow. That's the one who is promising you something. So he is your tomorrow. He knows your tomorrow. Your tomorrow is in his hands. And he's omniscient. He knows everything that can happen before he says you are blessed. So there is nothing that can defy him. And that's not all. He's the immutable one. He does not change. He will not change. He cannot change. Malachi 3:6 says, I am the Lord. I change not. Therefore you, the children of Israel, are not consumed. So the omnipotent, the omniscient, omnipresent, and immutable one is the one that says you are blessed. How can somebody tell me you are cursed? He's the one that says you are preserved. How can somebody tell me you will not be preserved? See, that's why the Bible says, let God be true and all men liars. But the reason why you read the Bible is like a history book is because you don't know the one talking. This is why sometimes you need to go to verses of scripture that introduces God in his majesty. Jesus was speaking, he said, is there anything too hard for God to do? That is a study in the spirit realm. They are still studying in the spirit realm to find out what God cannot do, and no one exists. Is there anything too hard for God to do? The God with whom nothing is too hard to do tells you your future is secured and you have depression. Your depression is a revelation of your ignorance. It's a revelation of your ignorance. Your God, who nothing is too hard for, tells you you are protected and preserved, and you are afraid. Your fear is not your problem. That fear is an alarm that you are ignorant. This is what the psalmist knew. He said, the Lord is my shepherd. I know the Lord. He said, because of that, I shall not want. Psalm 23 verse 1. And it's not just talking. He said, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, even in the valley of the shadow of death, he said, I fear no evil, because thou art with me. He knows the omnipresence. He is everywhere, at every time, in every time. And he said, he prepares a table for me, not among my friends, in the presence of my enemies. So my enemies can't stop my rising. They will add glory to my testimony. Because a time will come, they will say, Kai, we tried, but truly God is with this man. Didn't you read the story of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego? They say, oh king, we are not careful to answer you in this matter. He said, we will not bow. Our God is able to save us. And even if he doesn't save us, we will not bow. The king said, you dare me? Make the fire 7 times hotter. They threw them into the fire and they were praising God. Guess who saw the fourth man? It was the king. And they said, who is that? That person looks like the son of the highest. It is your enemies that will begin to testify first. I prophesy over someone. Every affliction in your life goes down now.